Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Stack.
Welcome to Tuesday. How was your freaking Tuesday?
Yeah. We made it. We
were also getting worried, Andrew, that we would not make it here. We barely did. Just barely.
We had a little bit of fries. Just a little bit of fries.
Hello? Rock and roll, Sean? Always rock and roll.
So what happened before we got here? Let's get the clock back. Going back a little ways.
Let's rewind.
So occasionally Danica picks up some moonlighting. And it has been a while.
It has, because I didn't need to.
Indeed. And so when Danica didn't need to, she was working about a year and a half ago. She was working on temp at Cameron Developmental. Yeah.
Development.
So she was.
We almost did.
Yeah.
It feels like we did.
She was doing that for a little while here and there, and then told them that she had to stop doing temp stuff.
Whoa. You're saying that like I was forced to stop temping.
No. You had to stop.
Had to.
Yeah, you had to stop doing temp stuff because we're too busy.
Yes. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to turn it around and make myself have agency. I chose to stop temping because the store was so busy and we were making enough money.
Yeah, exactly. As well as saying.
No, you weren't.
Okay. So flash forward about a year and a half or so. Nice.
There we go. I'm knocking over. Okay, I'll show the toys later. I want to show off some toys, but
they're very sexy toys.
Sexy toys. If we have time, I'll show you the sexy. Oh no!
So
please go back to your story.
Because she quit the temp agency, these nice people couldn't hire her for at least a year. Because
without renewing their contract with me under the temp agency, and therefore by giving the temp agency part of the money.
Yeah, they would have to basically hire her specifically in a temporary capacity. Not going to happen. So they waited, and then some time was needed off at their offices. And who did they call? They called Danica. Me. And they said, "Hi, we're gonna pay you silly amounts of money."
Like compared to what we get at the store, basically.
Yeah, silly amounts of what we're used to.
Now, I am only working there literally 4 days in 2 months, so it is still not a silly amount of money. But in an hourly definition, yes, it is a lot more money than I would usually see.
Yeah, it basically goes into like bonus funds for ourselves.
Yep.
So we're thinking like, well, this will be great. I'll get going a bit early. We're gonna get a lot done, and it should be, I don't know, a reasonable week of comics. Well, yes, I did get going early, but because comic store owners and managers are all of a similar ilk, the drop point guy doesn't get there until at least 10 in the morning because nobody shows up before 10 in the morning.
Because why would you if your day didn't start until 10 or 11 in the morning?
Yeah. You take the time and just be like, nobody shows up here. I'm just standing around like a ding dong. Don't be a ding dong.
Oh, I was going to say it. What is that? Rule number 4?
Rule number 4. Don't be a ding dong.
I remembered.
So get started a little bit later. DC stuff shows up, not like it usually does on like a Friday or even a Monday.
Mm-mm.
So go out, have to do that, have to do some of the stuff that Danica will normally do while I'm processing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just like, boom, flying home.
And so I get there at 5 because the office closes at 4 now, and buses are terrible.
Oh yeah, that was the other part.
I had to be downtown. So not only did I have to only bus partway because the bus that I would usually go to straight to work has disappeared into the ether because there's a mystical dream called the LRT, Light Rail Transit, that is going to exist, but not yet.
The alert.
The LERT. The LERT is a good idea. However, you gotta fill the gap. You have to have buses before the LERT happens. Anyway, so I had to call Brandon to drive partial ways to pick me up because I was like, it's gonna take me like an hour to walk there or whatever. Like it's
pretty
just
much.
so dumb.
It would have taken you at least half an hour.
Yeah, and that is a giant waste of time.
Yeah.
And so it took you like what? Maximum 10 minutes to drive? Maximum?
Yeah.
During rush hour too.
Maximum.
Oh my god, it was a day. So yeah, we get back. It's like 5. You've already
had a lot to
done
process. Yeah.
8 hours of work. You probably had another 8 hours to do. We had 2 hours. We worked past that. So I did 2.5 hours of work, and it wasn't even remotely enough.
Yeah. See the single issues pile?
Mm-hmm.
They're not number 2s.
No.
These are number 1s. This is how much stuff came out this week.
I kind of hate it.
Silly.
No, I don't hate it. I just need like 3
Silly.
extra hours in the day because holy crackers. So not only have we not eaten, we ate some fries on the way home because we picked up food because there was no way we're going to cook anything. We have to read a chunk of this by tomorrow. So we're going to be staying up late tonight. And then because we didn't finish today's work, we're going to go in early to finish that. And then we're going to do an 8-hour workday, which 8 hours doesn't seem like a lot because it's most people's workday.
But we will have been working for almost 2 hours before it.
Yeah. Back to our
Yeah.
12-hour Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Like
What?
boss.
You can't stop us because we don't stop.
Hey, Eric. Only burnout stops us. Burnout and cats. Because if a cat is on your chest, my friend, you're going to take a nap because it's comfy.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's a good time. Jim is a bit of a nap siren.
Oh, just close your eyes for a little bit. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
And my little paws, they're very soft and little and white. And don't worry, you're awake. And 4 hours later. Anyway, we should get to pile because holy crackers. The holiest of crackers.
Look at Pile, Michael.
Look at pile. All right, I am going to show you the sexy toys first because I'm going to forget.
Sexy toys.
They're very sexy. There's Thor. And there's Iron Man. Now, we were gifted these 2 buddies, among other things, by our friends Kate and Sean.
Yay.
Say hello. All right. So, okay. Show them what you did with Iron Man.
So, well, first off, Madonna's.
Yeah.
Second off, I was like, oh, you know what? I feel like Tony's a good boy. And look at the puppy.
He's a puppy.
Look at the good puppy. And then I was like, hey, you know what? Thor wants to have a puppy on his lap.
He does not.
And what it ended up looking like was not exactly what I thought. Envisioned at all. So interesting puppies.
We're sure that we are pretty sure that the puppy play was consensual. So these are 2 consenting adults.
Tony likes being a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
And Thor likes having the puppy on his lap.
Anyway, so these are ours now. And I'm sure there's some regrets. Because we can make the butt spin around. Whee!
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah. Anyway, see? Very sexy toys. All right. Now, wait. To the comics.
Hooray!
Yay!
Ah, woo! Oh, we're just going to keep them over here.
I keep them up here because it's away from the knives.
You don't want to keep toys by the knives.
It's a good lesson to learn. God, this is my favorite thing.
I keep them up here because it's away from the knives.
Oh my God. Now, anybody is watching the iCarly reboot right now, you have to tell us because we need to talk to someone about it.
Yeah, of course I'm watching it because I'm that bitch.
Yes.
One of the funniest moments of my entire freaking life was a person who used to work at Ticketmaster who now works at El Google
Oh, right.
comes into Wizards when I was working there with an iCarly CD.
The
And he
soundtrack.
goes, we get a lot of free stuff. And this was on my desk. And I know people with actual children. And I thought to myself, no, I know who would get the most enjoyment out of this. And it would be Brandon. Yep. iCarly's a treasure. In the original series, they do a good chunk of the episode that references The Wire. There's also a Silence of the Lambs.
There is.
There's like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Not necessarily for kids.
No, but it's amazing. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Either any one of those. If you want to talk to someone about iCarly and Sam and Cat, he is your man, and I will also be there because I also enjoy it.
Yeah.
The first birthday party I threw for him was a surprise birthday party, but it was not only a surprise birthday party, it was an iCarly themed surprise party because I am a fantastic girlfriend.
She made spaghetti tacos. You know how you make spaghetti tacos?
Mhm.
You have your tacos.
Mhm.
You make your meat, but you put the taco mix.
Yes, in the meat mix,
In the
and
meat
then
and
you
the
put
sauce,
it on the spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then you put it in a nice crunchy shell.
In a taco.
It's amazing.
Delicious.
If you've never tried a spaghetti taco, you need to change your life.
Change your life. We are 14 minutes in and we have stack.
Let's do this. All right. First up is Ms. Catonic, which was super rad. Now everybody knows Lovecraft, horrible human being,
Garbage man.
garbage, racist, human garbage.
Go look up what he called his cat.
Don't do it. But Lovecraftian is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
See, that is where I draw the line. It's the things that are Lovecraftian are far superior
Indeed.
to the garbage human himself.
More
So
like HB Hatecraft, am I right? A zing.
lame.
Scooby-Doo got to that before me.
Yeah, it did. Cultists worshipping old gods, a doctor dead set on resurrecting the deceased, a house overrun by rats in the walls, and a recent series of bombings targeting the Valley's elite. Hi, Max. Are you the Valley's elite? Yes, you are, buddy. These horrors reach a breaking point when the brilliant, hard-nosed investigator Miranda Keller is sent to stop the bombings. To the young special agent, there can be no other explanation than mundane human criminals. But when Miranda and her detective partner, Tom Malone, dig too deep, they uncover an unimaginable occult conspiracy, one that may cost them their sanity.
Oh no.
So, as usual with most series, I read the first few issues. It's great. I like it. I think she's great. She's a great character. She's got Moxie.
I hate Moxie.
I love Moxie. Eric, you call me weird, sir? Thank you.
Heck yeah. We got. Whoops.
Oh, what's happening here? Turn off your notifications.
Boink. Okay, we'll see if that works. It might. We've got pantomime.
By the mad writer Christopher Sabella.
We do enjoy the young man's work.
He always writes weird stuff. It's great.
Haley and her brother Max are alone after their mother's death and are sent to Wayfair Academy, a special needs boarding school. Eventually, they find family amongst the other deaf children. One night, the group decides to dip their toes into crime.
Max.
The thrill is too much to leave behind.
Sorry, buddy.
They soon find out that they are stealing from the wrong person. They soon find out that stealing from the wrong person has its consequences. With no one to turn to but each other, they must make a choice. One where no one comes out the same.
Okay. You kind of lost it in the end there, but your phone is making weird sounds. Is it your phone?
Yeah, it is my phone.
Okay. All right. While he's fixing that, next up we have Red Atlantis. Now that is the blah 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 blah.
Zoop zoop.
Zoop zoop. This is a spy action thriller. A series of unexplained violent crimes on election day around the U.S. leads the FBI to zero in on a covert group of, oh my God, the pages.
We're good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
Don't worry.
A covert group. I thought I saw a page bend and I freaked out. Covert group of Russian terrorists. When the Texas journalism student named Miriam accidentally finds herself mixed up in the investigation, her life will never be the same. With political espionage, treason, and even mind control, can she clear her name and stop the U.S. from entering into a new civil war?
Gasp.
Gasp. All right, let's get to some single issues.
Folks, it's a new X-Men #1. There's a bunch of covers. We brought back 2 because Pile is silly. For those of you who read Planet Size X-Men, you know the wild thing that's happened there. It's still within the month, so I'm not going to really spoil it.
Just to say that it was very big news.
Very big and teased all the way back in Powers of X #1. Not that you needed to read it, but
if you're rereading it down the line, you can go, wow, Hickman knew.
Yeah, super wild. This new X-Men book is by Jerry Duggan and Pepe Larraz, one of the main artists of House and Powers. The fun in here comes because this is the first official X-Men team that is out and about during this era of X-Men. So they're doing that, and they're focusing on those characters as revealed in Planet-Sized X-Men. I highly recommend that y'all check out this monster because it's also nice and oversized. Doon, ding, a ding, doon, doon.
Oh, ha! I like that title. Okay, wait, 1 second. 1 second.
You got it. You got this, girl.
I do, sort of. 3, 1. Okay. Ha. This one's called Blacksmith, and I love that. All right. Meet Janie Strummer Jones. Okay, this is amazing. Just an ordinary werewolf PI. I knew nothing about this, and now I can stop here. It's sorry, this is great. Trying to make it on the mean streets of LA. When the case of a lifetime falls into her lap, it's up to her and her charming gin assistant, Ben Silat, to figure out how many silver bullets have been used, and just where do silver bullets come from anyway? What? This is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I must know more about this werewolf. Sweet. Okay.
It's going to be loud. Ready? Oh, Edmonton! Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous 7-time tag team champs. And feel the power. Hey. It's the New Day getting their own comic. The New Day podcast actually did a feature with the people who are making this comic. Really cool.
Very, yeah.
And talked about all the things that they wanted to put in here. It has a whole bunch of stuff about the problems that they actually truly had in real life, getting together, being a team, and getting on screen even. And what being together has done for them and their career, as well as being Black role models and how seriously they take that role, as you may have seen on WWE programming. So this is very exciting for me. I am going to read the heck out of this book.
Oh.
You got that trombone going there? I hear you. I hear you out there.
Oh, God.
One true Andrew.
All right. So we have Sleigh Bells.
From Bad Idea.
Yep.
This
balloons.
is the Bad Idea book out this week. It is what you see here. It's about like a murder Santa.
Right.
And very funny, and I highly recommend it. Now, we have this paired with something we can't actually sell you this week.
No, they told us not to. So can we show it?
Yes. Yeah, we can show it.
Okay.
And we can tell them why.
Oh, why it's
Yeah. So the
Great.
lot from Marguerite Bennett and Renato Guedes, I believe.
Yep.
Cannot come out this week. It is a old-time Hollywood horror comic. Now, only half the stores that get Bad Idea books got their copies this week. So they're putting it on hold until next week, until everybody can get their copies.
Okay, that's actually totally fair.
Yeah.
And Eric, we may be able to do something about that.
What size are you? Because we might have an extra one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Brandon ordered 2 t-shirts, one in various sizes, and he has only ever worn one because he doesn't need to.
Because I'm a
the other
different
one-
size now.
The other one's at the store. We'll see. Anyway, what's up?
Clans of Bellari. I
Oh,
need
right.
your help.
Oh yes, I remember this lesson.
This is what happens when we're skirting in,
Yeah.
and sometimes when we're not. But
And sometimes when we're just tired.
yeah,
Which we're not today. There's no time to be tired. All right. On the far side of the galaxy, an isolated branch of humanity is trapped in a feudal dystopia. Order is maintained by a system of oppression until an orphaned girl and her incorrigible adoptive father sow the seeds of a revolution and unite the clans against a fearsome alien threat.
I am very excited to read this book. Aftershock is coming up with some good stiffs.
This book is about carnage.
And that's
So-
extreme carnage.
Yeah, he's very extreme. I'm sure he's riding a skateboard, maybe wearing his hat
I
backwards.
hope so.
Yeah.
I think that's extreme carnage if they didn't
Oh.
have the E.
Spoilers, skateboards. Just so many skateboards.
Wall to wall skateboards.
Wall to wall. I saw a No Fear t-shirt in here. What?
I think I saw Stussy.
What is that?
It's okay.
You
It's
went too
fine.
far. You went too far for me.
It's fine. It's all good.
I'm going mainstream with my references here. Stop. Pull back. Pull back.
He's carving that S into the desk.
Extreme. Can you imagine Carnage in junior high?
That'd be great.
Oh my god.
So this isn't really that.
It's like the opposite of that, but we still want you to buy it for reasons. All right. Brandon, can you facilitate the shirt request?
Yes,
Sweet.
I think.
We'll
We'll
look.
find out.
We'll look. We'll look.
Fight
10 minutes.
Girls from Frank Cho. And Frank Cho, because he's doing the writing and the drawing, and he's doing the whole series, the interiors. It's going to come out on time because they've been sitting on this baby when AWA first came out. It is about, it's basically kind of like a weird space Hunger Games with ladies and dinosaurs, as is Frank Cho's way.
Yeah, you got it.
He likes drawing ladies and dinosaurs.
I could not have described that better. What are you? Ooh.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like that one.
Ooh, I like this. This one is called Glamorella's Daughter. Aha, yeah, and there's something on the back. It's a description. I love it. Comet is an inquisitive young girl with autism whose mother happens to be Earth's greatest defender. While Comet yearns for a quiet existence with towers of books and the occasional game night at her friend's house, living the dream, let me tell you. That's all we want. Glamourella revels in her adventure-filled life and the glitzy soirees that accompany her superhero fame. As a threat looms from Glamourella's homeworld, Comet and her mother must overcome their differences to protect the Earth together. That sounds super rad. Aw.
No more Masters Nice Guy as Masters of the Universe from Kevin Smith and the showrunner and writers of the Masters of the Universe show on Netflix. This is an official prequel to that show. You're only going to get that here. You got Oh, your Mike Mignola cover. You got your Stefan Sedgwick cover. What? And if anybody is excited about that show, get yourself a jump start, my friends, and check out the prequel that you're only going to get in comics from the same people who are making the show. I know you're all excited, mostly because holy crap, the amount of requests for this book.
All right. Okay, sorry.
I believe Big was played by Tom Hanks. I know that's not what you meant, Eric. But yeah, the Kevin Smith.
Yes. The one, the only. All right, this is Mamo from Aboom. Can Orla O'Reilly embrace her destiny in order to bridge the divide between humanity and fairy world? I love this already. Orla, the youngest in a line of hedge witches, finds herself pulled back to her hometown after the death of her grandmother, Mamo. Without Mamo managing magical relationships between the townsfolk and the Fae, the seas are impossible to fish, the crops have soured, and Joe Manolo's attic has been taken over by a poltergeist, which, as we all know, is never a good thing. Now, Orla and Joe will both be pulled into worlds they never wanted to be part of. Can the two girls work together to save the town? I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that seems like a super rad story, and I'm excited to read it. Oh, and the art's super pretty. Okay.
Do they call it Guidance or do they call it Guidance? It's Rick Grimes 2000. There's going to be like -1 people who understand that reference.
Yep. And I was one of them.
Yeah.
In the negatives.
It's from that super weird Funkbot 5000 video.
Oh God, no! You showed me that once, and I immediately forgot it because it was traumatizing. No. Talk about Skybound X. Talk about Skybound X.
So Skybound X stories that they do not plan to collect.
That's what they
features
all say.
Rick Grimes 2000, based off of a joke that was in The Walking Dead, I believe, talking about issue 75. So in the early Walking Dead letter columns, people will be like, what do you plan to do if this series goes on for so long? What are you going to do with issue 75 or 100 or whatever? And he's like, aliens. And so
where's the
the public domain spooky button.
Okay. I'm done. I'm satiated.
The good old public domain spooky button.
Yeah.
No one's ever heard that music before.
I wrote it myself. Don't sue me.
Exactly. So there's a little bit of a story in the back where aliens come and it's just like a weird thing. So they're actually running that through Skybound X, a weekly series celebrating the 10th anniversary of Skybound as a whole. And in this run, in the meantime, they're also going to be debuting a few of their young adult graphic novel series coming out soon, including
One by Tilly Walden. Set in the Walking Dead universe, featuring Clementine I got
from
excited.
the Walking Dead video game.
I got excited.
Yeah. Tilly Walden is signed up for 3 graphic novels. If you don't know who Tilly Walden is, she's huge in the YA graphic novel game. So this is a monster get for Skybound.
Yeah, she's the get for them.
Exactly. There's also new stories for Manifest Destiny and Ultra Mega in this issue. There will be other stories from other Skybound properties popping up in future issues.
Hi, Max.
So
He keeps bopping my hand. He came out of nowhere.
Orcs in Space from the co-creator of Rick and Morty. It is basically D&D in space with a couple of ding-dongs.
How
It's a
dare
fun
you sell
time.
me on this comic?
Fun time.
Oh, actually, you know more about the Signal than I do. Sorry.
Yeah, we did not put this in any order. We put pile down.
We did. Oh, yeah.
So Signal is kicking off the Batman Secret Files stories. little one shots. One is going to be about Miracle Molly, a new character in the Batman book that's coming out. This is Signal, character that Scott Snyder had introduced. Find out what Duke is doing in the Batman comics. I highly recommend folks who are into the Gotham line getting this because Gotham has been essentially showrun extremely well. Probably my favorite line of comics, at least superhero comics happening right now. And that's saying something because the X-Men have been killing it quite literally lately because someone died. Dun-dun-dun. And yeah, it's a good story. You must read. Have fun. It's good.
All right. God Killer, Tomorrow's Ashes. The solicit says, it's back.
Yeah.
The comic that Zach Thompson said, and I quote, pushed me further than I've ever been pushed. Unquote. Returns to ratchet up the chaos and roar through the comic market, spitting punk rock fury, thundering into your eyeballs and running roughshod across your brains with its often mind-bending, sometimes horrifying, always clever, and devious tale of sci-fi magic, apocalyptic sex, and subversive mind bombs.
Bow.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for that.
You're not
Cool.
going to be.
It's gonna be a ride for my brain.
Indeed. I would suggest reading the first trade paperback when it comes out.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, it's already out, but they're republishing it.
Exactly, for this reason. Cover's really good.
I don't know. Justice League Infinity. Hey, you know how they started doing Batman The Adventures Continue off of the animated Batman series? Well, they're doing the same thing with the Justice League cartoon. That happened with J.M. DeMatteis on the writing team here. He also wrote a lot of the episodes for the Justice League cartoon. So that's what's happening here. Get that in your face. In your face.
All right, we've got a ginormous wraparound cover. The Luminary, the Prodigy, the Brute, the Trickster, the Innovator. 5 gods from a realm beyond our own, leaders in the war of immortals. At least they were before they were trapped, sent to a planet made into a prison, forced into an endless cycle of human death and reincarnation. Christopher is 22. He's got 2 loving parents and a 12-year-old sister. He works at a paint store. He's in therapy. He's one of the 5.
Ooh.
Which means in order to save everyone he cares about, Christopher will have to reconnect with his past lives and do the unthinkable, become a god again.
Mr. for Christopher.
That's super rad as heck.
Hey, you're thinking to yourself, why, that looks like an old comic, Brandon. Why would you bring an old comic here? Well, that's because it's a facsimile comic where they reprint the comic, slap on a new price tag, and you get to read it as though it happened when it happened. It is the first appearance of Moon Knight. Moon Knight.
I was excited for Moon Knight.
In Werewolf by Night number 32. So if you're jonesing for the first appearance of Moon Knight before the series comes out both on Disney Plus and in the comic stores, check it out.
And I should mention, we got a Moon Knight poster in.
Moon Knight.
And it doesn't seem to have an owner.
If anybody wants a Moon Knight
So we got a Moon Knight poster if you want a Moon Knight poster.
And finally, very quickly, this little ditty has a secret High Republic story in the back.
Secret.
So I ordered a little bit for folks who are just like, excuse me, because there might be some first appearance in here. There is a first appearance in here. Have fun.
Wow. Chum in the waters.
Jum.
All right. We have Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think I have to explain what any of those things are to you. This is a book.
Stone Star from Jim Zub and Max Dunbar. 2 good old Canadian boys. The nomadic space station called Starstone brings gladiator entertainment to ports across the galaxy. Inside this gargantuan vessel of tournaments and temptations, foragers and fighters struggle to survive. A young thief named Dale discovers a dark secret in the depths of the Stone Star and has to decide where his destiny lies: stay hidden in the shadows or standing tall in the searing spotlight of the arena. Either way, his life and the cosmos itself will never be the same. Ooh.
All right. Next up is a legit science book. It is about cats. I've read it.
Science.
It's about science.
It is true.
It's actually got useful information for what your cats want and how to keep them happy and healthy. And it's like super knowledgeable.
And what they're actually telling you when they do certain things,
Yeah.
or how to react that will get the best response. So like when a cat scratches you,
Mhm.
it's because they're in hunter mode.
Yes.
And so the solution isn't to be like, how dare you? Because in hunter mode, it's like, yes, of course I dare. And we shall fight until the death. The solution is to walk away. And they're like, oh, they're not hunters. We're not hunting right now.
Exactly. We are just terrible hairless kittens
Mm-hmm.
that they have to take care of because we can't even catch mice.
No.
So I find this actually endlessly fascinating. I think we might end up with a copy because I can see myself going back to reference this a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good information in there. Speaking of cats, that's funny. I like that. You did that.
Catwoman Soul Sealer, based off prose novels that DC had been putting out and part of the young adults line that they've been doing. Louise Simonson has translated it to the comics medium, with Samantha Dodge providing art. It's been 2 years since Selena Kyle last set eyes on Gotham City, and now that Batman is gone, Selena is back. Or rather, Holly Vanderhees is. As Gotham's newest socialite, she'll put her old talent for picking pockets to new use while rubbing shoulders with the city's finest citizens. But her past is catching up to her, and she is running out of time. There's a lot more to this, but we have a lot more pile. Got a lot more pile and a lot of reading to do.
Mhm. Excuse me.
This is exciting, actually.
All right, next up is Everybody Shines. It is 16 stories about living fabulously fat.
Mm-hmm. It is all prose.
Yes. So I have not had time to dig into this, but very excited. It looks like an amazingly designed book. And if any of these names mean anything to you, because some of them were recognizable, I kind of like it when I don't recognize everybody,
Yeah.
which is cool, because then there's new voices to find out.
This was a treat that we discovered while going through Publishers Weekly, which we subscribe to as a store, so that we don't miss out on things that we know that our people will like. And yeah, that's going to be a big one. A jukebox, 5,000.
So this is by the author of Pashmina.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remember that one and you would like more of her work, Jukebox.
It's also got French flaps. Ooh la la. A mysterious jukebox, an old vinyl records, and cryptic notes on music history are Shaheen's only clues to her father's abrupt disappearance. She looks to her cousin, Tanaz, who seems to be just as perplexed, before they both turn to the jukebox, which starts glowing. Suddenly, the girls are pulled from their era and transported to another time. Keyed to the music on the record, the jukebox sends them through decade after decade of music history, from political marches to landmark concerts. But can they find Shaheen's dad before the music stops? This time-bending magical mystery tour invites readers to take the ride of their lives in this coming-of-age adventure.
Oh my god. That sounds awesome. Oh, excuse me. All right. So this one was printed before. This is a new printing.
Yeah, this was originally in black and white.
Ah, that's what's going on. Okay. I see. All right. I'm going to just open up these French flaps.
Ooh la la, ça suffit.
It is called Nothing Can Possibly Go Wrong. You wouldn't expect Nate and Charlie to be friends. Charlie's the laid-back captain of the basketball team. Nate is the neurotic, scheming president of the robotics club.
Nerd.
Wait, are we nerds?
We might be nerds. Don't tell anybody. Everybody, don't tell anybody.
It's a secret.
Actually, just tell everybody. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. But they're friends, however unlikely, until Nate declares war on the cheerleaders and the cheerleaders retaliate. By making Charlie their figurehead in the ugliest class selection campaign the school has ever seen. At stake, student group funding that will either cover a robotics competition or new cheerleading uniforms, but not both.
Fight, fight, fight. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Fund your schools.
Because I figure you might get more out of that one.
I know.
Yeah. I'm very excited to dig into Mysterious Travelers, Steve Ditko, and the search for the new liberal identity. This is a deep dive into good old Steve Ditko as the co-creator of Spider-Man and sole creator of Doctor Strange. Steve Ditko made an indelible mark on American pop culture. This book resets the conversation about his heady and powerful work. In this book, Zach Cruz argues that Ditko's philosophy draws on a complicated network of ideas that is best understood as mystic liberalism. Although Ditko is not the originator of mystic liberalism, his comics provide a unique window into how such an ideology operates in popular media. Examining selections of Ditko's output from 1953 to 86, Cruz demonstrates how Ditko's comics lend insight into a distinctive strand of American thought that has had a lasting impact.
Sweet. And now for something completely different.
Very different.
Reggie is grouchy. Emily is curious. These two new neighbors have big plans this summer.
Day monsters.
Doing chores, finding sea monsters, planning a beach party. Can they learn to share their feelings and listen to their monster hearts and become best friends forever?
Best friends forever.
Monster friends! Monster friends, monster friends.
Friends for life. Through thick and strife.
Red.
Ooh, rivers of London.
Can I do those too?
Ooh, yeah, you can. So this is a big boy version of the first Rivers of London trade paperback. This is a long-running prose series that Titan has done in comic book form.
Mm-hmm.
And this one has a whole bunch of bonus stuff in here. If you want,
You can definitely show that.
I can show you.
Yeah. This is very, very cool. So if you really like process and seeing how things were created and built, this is the book you want because literally it's on the pages. It's great.
Yeah. So this is some process stuff. I'm not going to lie. This is probably something I'm going to end up getting, and maybe that's why it was ordered. I don't know. But if y'all want it, it will be on the shelf because that's how we do. Put it on the shelf. And then eventually we get our own copy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's more to show people.
Yeah. Don't ever look at our file because if we were our customers, we would be mad at each other.
Our file is bonkers.
Yeah.
Because we actually pay for our stuff.
Yeah. So we're super behind on it, but we're getting there.
I was going to say, we almost caught up ish.
We almost caught up, and then I ordered like 3 books.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
I know, they came in. Next up is Mixed Race Superheroes. And this one I shouldn't say just has pull quotes. It's not really that. Okay. I'll just pull from the pull quotes. Mixed race superheroes shatters conventional notions of race, gender, and sexuality in the superhero genre while providing a deeply satisfying, critically engaging, and eminently enjoyable read. Next quote. While it has been long known that white supremacy was baked into the superhero at its origin some 80 years ago, this important collection of essays examines vibrant new works that reimagine and reinvent that troubled legacy. Through discussions of such figures as Miles Morales, the cinematic Valkyrie, and Barack Obama, who was in comics, it advances the growing centrality of mixedness, mestiza consciousness, and intersectionality in the transmedial 21st century superhero genre. So, very, very cool. There's a little bit of everything in here. Let me just pull up something. Let's see. The Ride of Valkyrie against white supremacy. Tessa Thompson's casting in Thor Ragnarok. Let's try. Let yourself be. Let yourself just be whoever you are. Decolonial hybridity and the queer cosmic future in Steven Universe. So it's pretty cool. There's actually, there's one about Monstrous as well, which I'm very excited about reading. Monsters, Mutants, and Mongrels, the mixed race hero in Monstrous.
Ooh.
Yeah, they all sound fascinating. So this is definitely something that's going to be in our collection at some point as well. Last but not least,
End of pile.
we made it. We can see the table. This is called Why She Wrote. From the forgotten mother of the Gothic genre to the unexpected success of Little Women, the personal account of a mastectomy in 1811 to the public speech advocating intersectional suffrage in 1866, learn the untold stories behind some of the greatest written works in the English language. Vibrant and compelling comics illustrate a pivotal moment in each writer's life, woven together with biographies, bibliographies, and fascinating trivia to answer a simple question. When being a woman writer meant being undervalued, overlooked, or pigeonholed, why did she write?
Ooh la la.
Yeah, this is amazing. Like our piles are never ending. So definitely, come on by, check out the shelves. There's so much out tomorrow, and I saw that we got a couple boxes in today.
In our new space.
Which, yes, very wise. And so I'll be opening those up tomorrow during a lull, and we'll do those next week's show. Oh man, it never ends. There's always good books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm not complaining. Believe me, I'm not complaining. Yes.
We're very excited to dig through it, honestly.
And it's fancy because it has a ribbon.
Oh, it does.
I love books with ribbons. See, you like French flaps. I like ribbons. I'm just part crow. Where did it go? Oh, it's so pretty.
Ribbon.
Look at the ribbon. Look how fancy. Comes with its own bookmark.
Comes with its own cat toy.
Yeah, that's true. I like ribbons, but the cats also like ribbons.
They love ribbons. All right, folks. Thank you all for watching. It is time.
Wow, we did this under an hour.
It's been 2 weeks since we've done this part.
Yeah, that's true. Whoa. Why
For the
didn't we
romper
do
room
it
time.
last time?
Because we were at the store.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And we did like a 15-minute thing.
Yeah, we did.
That was so haphazard.
All right. This is the time where we take a look out into the world and see all you fine people who have been here with us today. And we say, hi, we see you and we're here with you too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being part of our community and we appreciate you a lot. So I'm looking out and I'm seeing Sean. I'm seeing Andrew. I'm seeing Ben. I'm seeing Brandy. I'm seeing Eric. I'm seeing Margaret. I think that's everybody. Yeah, that is everybody.
Yeah. And everybody who's lurking, hello to you too. It's okay if you don't leave a comment. We're very happy to have you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to reading.
Yes, we have a couple hours of work left to do, and we're going in early tomorrow.
Yeah. And we might stop a cat from
Oh, joy. What are you
causing a heck. So you're up really tall. All right. Thank you all for watching, and we will talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, Joy.